Hi there everybody, it's David and Daniel. David Standing, I'm here today at the Belfry with Daniel Hodson. Daniel's the founder of Playmore Golf. And Daniel, just wanted to have a quick conversation about the success that you're achieving with Playmore, you know, the number of clubs that you've got signed up and the type of results that they're seeing. So why don't you just share that with us?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for that, David. Our business is still reasonably in its infancy. We're about 18 months from sort of launch. We've been working on flexible membership for a long time, created a product for De Vere hotels and resorts, where we joined 18,000 golf members to 12 golf resorts in 3 years.
Okay, so was that the sort of seed of part of this? Or?
It certainly was the catalyst to this.
Okay.
I mean, we had a very successful golf business and all sorts of the revenue, although all the revenue streams that were available to us, but membership was an area we were struggling with. And we went looking for that elusive golfer, that 45-year-old golfer who wanted to play off-peak golf in the middle of the week, but in reality still wanted to feel like being a member.
Okay, and is that where your idea for Playmore came?
Yeah, I think everything else in life, so mobile phones as an example, you know, the amount you pay for something is directly related to how often you use it, and probably now with time being so precious, how often you use it and when you want to use it or when you want to play.
So I guess that's how the whole sort of value equation works. So how much have I paid? How frequently have I used it? What's my cost per use? That
Absolutely.
Sort of thing.
You know, hey, it's a mobile phone conversation and a tariff package, or it's I want to fly out of Heathrow Airport on a Monday morning to JFK in business class. It's £5,450. If I want to fly out of Manchester at 2 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon, then it's £650.
Okay.
But I'm still an airline passenger. I'm still a golf member.
Great. So tell us about, so you've got, I think, about 50 clubs now in the UK?
Yeah, I think, you know, our aspirations were initially probably to target the proprietary golf business. We thought they'd be most susceptible and to new revenue streams where we would be proactively selling this product on their behalf. However, I have to say that through the evolution of our business, and now that we manage this process from top to tail, we produce the marketing, we distribute it. We even now have people who make those sales phone calls to the inquiries for golf clubs.
Okay.
So whilst
that must be, I mean, having run a golf business myself, having that as an additional resource must go down pretty well.
You know, I think we're supplying 15 membership inquiries per week per partner golf club that we work with. And golf clubs don't have the resource necessarily, or maybe the skill set even, to follow that inquiry through to sale. So I employ a team of people who follow up those phone calls and those inquiries and convert them to members.
And what sort of, so I think we were doing the maths just before we came on air, and you're talking about, I think, about 2,500 leads per month,
Absolutely.
Is that right?
And we convert those about 20%.
Okay, so that's about 300 odd golf memberships.
Yeah, so 500 golf memberships,
500
isn't
golf
it?
memberships, of course it is, yeah, my math's not very good. It is Friday. So, if you can, are there one or two clubs success, maybe not without naming the club from a confidentiality point of view, that you can share?
The first 3 clubs that we signed, is without naming them, probably for, as you rightly say, not to expose them too much, but you know, the first 3 clubs we joined, they're now sort of 12 to 13 months through their initial partnership with us, and all 3 of those clubs have an additional 100 members in their golf club. And I think the key to that is that because our members are 45 years of age on average, and the traditional golf members somewhere around about 62, it's people are not migrating from existing memberships, so we're not diluting one revenue stream to build another. And whilst they're 45 years of age, they have busy lives. They're probably fully employed. They'll probably potentially have a young family, and so they're playing probably only 10 games of golf a year. Kind of some of the more important stats here, however, are that probably 7 of those rounds of golf are played after 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay, so traditionally a time when courses are quieter.
And midweek, because if you have a young family, I have a young family. I mean, I'm 46. I am this person. You know, I'm stood on at the weekend. I'm stood on a touchline, a court side. You know, I'm shuffling children to one sports event or one party to another. When I was a young person, my father worked all week, played cricket on a Saturday, golf on a Sunday. No one tells me to spend my time with my kids. I choose to do it. So does most every other parent now. So that sort of, our audience of 45-year-old person wants to feel like a golf member, not a transient visitor. But their time, where they have time, It's probably 2 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon when they can sort of nick away from work, really.
So what would be, for golf clubs out there, because there's obviously a lot more than 50 golf clubs
Yeah.
in the UK.
2,700.
Okay, all right. So all of the rest of them that are out there, what would be, your message? Is it get in touch? Let's have a conversation.
I think getting in touch is great. I think some key stats and maybe a couple of
Yeah.
myth busters, because I know
Perfect.
there's always going to be with golf business. I've been a member of a golf club since I was 7, so
Yeah.
I know what traditional golf feels like. So there is reticence to change, but
Yeah.
a couple of kind of key stats and myth busters, I guess. People do not migrate from existing categories
Okay.
down to a flexible membership.
Right.
We have loads of procedures, some terms and conditions that corral people into where the golf club wants them to be. The
Great.
golf club set the rules inside all of the activity that we
Yep.
do. So the golfer's 45 years of age.
Okay.
They play their golf in the afternoons in the main. They play 10 times a year, so they're paying in advance for it costs them somewhere in the region, once you flush it out at the end of the year, between 26 and 29 pounds a round of golf. Now, most of us wish we'd get that for green free
Absolutely.
on a Tuesday afternoon. They use probably only 50 or 60% of their points. 87.2% of those people at the end of the
Be
year.
a bit more accurate, by the way.
Sorry about that. They give
It is
you.
all about the data in many ways, isn't it?
And so they use half their points. They play 10 games of golf off peak, and then 87.2% of them renew next year and pay you again. And somewhere, depending upon how, I suppose, welcoming the clubs are to this new
Okay.
category,
Yep.
somewhere between 5 and 10% of these new members at their first anniversary even renew into a more substantial category.
Wow.
Now, I've got to say that doesn't help my business, but it doesn't half help the relationship I have with my partner golf clubs,
Right.
because they find themselves with 90 new flexible members,
Yep.
and at the end of the year they'll get 75, 78 of them renewing, but somewhere between 8 and 10 of those people
Yep.
going into a more significant category. The average length of a golf member with me, 5.5 years.
Okay.
Still the average length of a golf membership for a traditional member, 7.5 years. So we find members, we put them into golf clubs,
Yep.
10% of them potentially move into a more significant
Qualify
category.
the leads. You do the sales follow-up.
Well, for a club to have, 100 joiners, we would have provided them with 500 local, quality and
Yeah.
qualified golf member inquiries.
I guess if they don't join as members, they're going to come along and maybe run a golf day or be a green fee player, that sort of thing.
Bring
You
their
can
pals.
monetize it.
And the best golf clubs out there, we know they don't just drive revenue through the golf channels. There are the typical weddings, christenings. Golf clubs are very good for funerals quite a lot of time
Yeah,
as well.
indeed.
So there's lots of other revenue streams, and this is golfer data that lives within
Yep.
20-minute drive time of their club.
I guess so from a sort of initial meeting to getting a club up and running,
Yep.
for those clubs out there where I think it was July, we've had a brilliant June, sun's been split in the trees, but soon going to become autumn, and it's deep and dark for a long time in this country. So from someone getting in touch with you and your team initially to getting them live on the
Yep.
system and you generating leads, how long does that take?
Well, I think again, a lot of what we do is driven by the golf club's level of, I suppose, desire.
Yep.
We joined a golf club last week, Oldham Golf Club,
Yep.
and within 7 days they are up and running.
Brilliant.
Now we've got other golf clubs who want to take a little more time to make decisions and
Okay.
dot I's and cross T's for those sort of things. But from a technology standpoint, we already connect, our booking systems already connect directly into around about 90% of the
Okay.
tee sheets
All
in
right.
the
So
U-
no issue with the tech from that point of view?
No, and we know that golf clubs don't necessarily have a creative marketeer, a design specialist,
Yep.
an online marketing guru, an IT director or manager, or even necessarily even a salesperson. So we literally, from the start to finish, we create the marketing. Now
Yep.
it's important the clubs they sign that off.
Yeah.
They stay in
It
control.
needs to be their sort of language and tone of voice, their messaging, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then simple things like the point value per round of golf. It's a flexible point-based membership, but the club get to decide that. We are going to give them our years of experience to help, because why wouldn't we?
Yeah.
But the club sign that off. And then the booking window, the window of opportunity of our members have to book, which would be naturally much shorter
Right.
than that of a traditional member,
Okay.
which is why they don't get to see Saturday morning tee times. If you want to play Saturday morning,
Yep.
like if you want to fly at 9 o'clock out of Heathrow,
Yep.
you pay the
Okay.
top money.
Yep. Got it.
If you want a flexible membership with your golf club, then the club gets to control the marketing, the point value, and also that really important booking window.
Right.
But
Okay.
as from a provision of supply. We create marketing, we distribute it, we corral leads, we phone membership inquiries, we convert, and all of the administration, because I think a number of, one of the key reasons clubs don't take on a flexible membership is it can create a massive administration, but we deal with all of that as well. So it is less effort and significant more profit.
Fantastic. So you so if I hear it properly, if you want people to play more golf at your club, I suggest you get in touch with Playmore Golf and Daniel. And the best way to get in touch with you, the email address?
Email address, really simple. It's daniel@playmore.golf. The .golf replaces the .co.uk or the .com.
Yeah.
And okay, give me a call, 07971 211 691.
Okay. Thanks everybody. Thanks for listening, and get in touch with this man.
Thanks
Cheers,
very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.